Folks, get ready for Hurricane Irma. It's bearing down on the Caribbean, also headed to Florida. Let's real quick, let's go to our guest, folks, Katie Fox. She is, of course, with the Deputy Administrator for Protection and Natural Preparedness. Katie, this is a massive Category 5 storm.
It is. The storm that is bearing down on the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and is forecast to hit Florida and maybe other parts of the U.S. is right now the strongest hurricane ever recorded in the Atlantic Ocean.
Are folks calling for a mass evacuation or simply brace for where people are right now?
So what we recommend is that folks listen to their local officials, and they are really the best resource to tell you what is going to keep you safest in this storm. So we recommend a couple of things. You can download the FEMA app, which has weather alerts on it, checklists for emergency supplies, and can help keep you informed during a storm. You also probably want to pay attention to your local officials by following them on social media, so you make sure that you're getting up-to-date information as well.
And of course, we know it's bearing down. We're talking about what? Winds? How high?
The last that I heard was winds up to 185 miles an hour, but that is changing minute to minute. The message really is that this storm could be catastrophic. It is incredibly strong, and so we recommend that people take preparedness action today. One thing that is certain is that the path is uncertain, and so anywhere along the East Coast or in the Gulf, get ready to prepare. So have your emergency supplies ready to go, know your evacuation route, download the FEMA app so that you can get those alerts. And then finally, and this is really important, is if you are asked to evacuate, do not delay. Do that right away to keep you and your family and your pets safe.
So this is not just Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, and also up the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, the track is a little bit uncertain. The other thing that I would say is that there are two named storms following right behind it. So this is going to be a very busy hurricane season. So regardless of the forecast today, we are urging folks to get ready, to take those basic steps. Get your emergency kit ready to go, download the FEMA app, go to ready.gov for additional information.
All right, we surely appreciate it. Thanks a bunch, and thanks for all your hard work. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Again, folks, right now was the Prime Minister of the Bahamas. I just saw the tweet earlier this morning. He has already called for a mass evacuation of the Bahamas. Also, Antigua, St. Kitts and Nevis, the U.S. Virgin Islands. Governor Kenneth E. Mapp of the Virgin Islands has ordered a 36-hour curfew starting today at 6 a.m. local time. Again, the Bahamas has issued a hurricane warning for its southeastern region. Turks and Caicos Islands, along with emergency evacuations being ordered for the 6 southern islands. Puerto Rico, which has not seen a hurricane of this magnitude in 100 years, has declared a state of emergency and has activated the National Guard. And Irma continues to move west, closer to the island of Haiti. The Haitian government began preparing for the storm on Monday. Also on Monday, Jamaica's Meteorological Service said that Irma's effects will be seen later this week, Friday and Saturday, as it passes north of the island. They will continue to monitor this system, folks. I mean, look, these are all black countries that are going to be impacted. When you talk about this sort of devastation, that's just huge.
Roland, I mean, you're the only show. This is the only show dealing with our people. Now, I know we're all Americans, but those are our people there. And it's always two things. It's always bemused me, how do they survive these hurricanes? And we have to remember, we just heard from the administrator. There are 2 more named storms. Remember, Katrina, they named them alphabetically. Katrina was K. That's 2 more past this one. I mean, thank you for this work, because our people need to be aware. Those are our people down there, man.
Well, and again, we got folks who watch the show who have relatives who are from there and who are impacted as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And as with Katrina, you know, folks who have fewer resources maybe can't always travel, can't always respond. So, you know, the impact really is harsh in terms of folks who are vulnerable in terms of resources.
Well, when you're told to evacuate an island, it doesn't matter what kind of, it means that if you didn't get on the plane by this morning, yesterday, or Monday, how do you evacuate?
Well, here's the problem, and I'll tell you.
And the cruise ships are already moving out.
But we also saw what happened after Harvey. That there were people who were on 5-day cruises that went out of Galveston that were on those cruise ships another week as a result. But here's the thing people don't understand. Again, I've lived through 3 of these. When Hurricane Rita, which followed Katrina, I remember when I called my dad, they were going to stay. I said, no, you're going to get the hell up and you're going to go to Dallas. But here's the deal. I said I had to send $2,000 home because it wasn't when you're talking about gas, you're talking about food, things along those lines. And luckily, I have a home in the Dallas area. So think about the people who don't have relatives, who don't have a home. Then you got price gouging of hotels. And the other thing is, the average person is not prepared away from home to have to pay for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, part of that is what's going on with our economy and has been for so many decades is particularly the past 20 years or so. Everybody thinks me, 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 me. You didn't come here. The Lord didn't send you to this earth by yourself. You've got family or some semblance of family somewhere.
Not necessarily.
Wait a minute. Somewhere, because you didn't come here alone and you're not surviving on alone.
But here's the
Whether
deal.
that's your school family, understand what I'm saying?
I got
your
you.
school family, your church family, your neighborhood family, or Miss Sukley, who's always been standing on that corner telling you to take care of your babies. Whoever it is, there's family
Have you ever had to
somewhere.
evacuate?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and what I'm saying is this here. When your church got evacuate and your neighborhood got evacuate, and again, it is simply the reality of packing up immediately.
That's right.
So I totally understand.
But it's the action. That's what I'm saying. There's not, it's the action.
And we have to deal with public policy. Remember what we're dealing with in Texas, right? You're talking about FEMA. That administrator was on it, but let's be very clear. They have not intervened. We got an EPA that's being dismantled as we speak.
I understand,
They're not on the
because
ground.
she talked more about the app than a lot of other stuff.
But I just say this 3 words. We pay taxes. In other words, the community, what does it mean to have a country?
Out of money.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no. That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.